So, and the last thing we're going to talk about as far as Gears 1 and Gears 2, graphics-wise.
And graphics-wise,
it was actually, it uses the same engine, Unreal 3 engine. Gears of War 1 was probably the best looking Xbox 360 game, and the only game that's topped that so far is Gears of War 2.
The scenery in the game, like, we would play multiplayer, and I would tell him, like, I was like in awe, like, I'm like, wow, this, like, it's just beautiful to look at, and I think I cried for that.
That's... You okay?
No.
You okay? Do we need to take a break? Do you need a timeout for a sec?
I'm right.
I'll take over from here. Yeah. Graphics is beautiful. It's nicest looking 360 game by far. Yeah, I mean, as simple as that. Great graphics. Alright, so now the just as good multiplayer.
And that's the replay value of the game. That's right.
Great replay value. Not only in single player co-op, in which you can play regular or you can go into hardcore, which takes a lot of time, and or intense. We beat that shit intense. Oh shit, I said shit. Anyway, but yeah, multiplayer. New multiplayer level, multiplayer modes in this one. Wingman, which wasn't in Gears of War 2, which is like
you have like 5 teams of 2.
Five teams of 2, so it's like you got a guy and then a wingman. So you guys work together as wingmen
to kill the other 2 guys
to fly,
and the last team wins.
Not really.
And he didn't really enjoy that mode because
we seriously
kept on losing.
We got rocked. Like it was. I was punching my screen.
All we know how to do is chainsaw, and that's no good. So we had lots of fun with the Horde mode, which is the new mode where waves of enemy keep coming at
Horde
you.
Baby.
And that's less frustrating because it's like co-op, and we combine our brain power to combat artificial intelligence of the Locust.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you actually have to use like strategies and tactics to beat it because it's seriously
shields day 1 upstairs.
It's not easy. We spent probably
4 days.
4 days, like 2 or 3 hour sessions over 4 days,
non-stop,
deep into the night when I had school in the morning. Just
sleepless nights, as usual.
God, what am I doing in my life? Anyway,
now one more thing about the replay value. In the first Gears of War, they had little dog tags you had to collect, and there was no point. You collected a dog tag and said 5 out of 40. What is that? In this one, your collectibles are like a story. No, it's like it really adds to the story. One of the characters, Bear, while they're in the middle of a boss fight, finds it convenient to write little letters to whomever and write, "Bear here, Bear here."
Cole's over there killing people. I found this thing on the ground. I think it's jewelry. Oh, we're getting killed. Bear it out.
And he just drops it on the floor and expects a fellow COG soldier to come pick it up. It's pretty ridiculous.
Thinking putting that in there. Anyway, it's so funny and interesting. So I like that.
Yeah.
It adds to the game because you can actually kind of get into like the side story and kind of learn some more stuff. Much better than the dog tags from Gears of War Uno. That's Spanish. Anyway, so that about wraps it up. I mean, you have anything else to say about Gears of War 2?
No, that's pretty much it. I just really, I was really getting iffy about this game. Like I was thinking, I'm really spending $60 on this game, more of the same, but it exceeded my expectations.
All right, well, this about wraps up for the Alex and Bardiya show, where we have reviewed Gears of War 2, and I'm gonna take y'all out with a little piece from what out of a rating from 0 to let's say 1 to 10. Let's say 1 to 10, and you can go like 9.8, like decimals in between. What's your rating for Gears of War 2?
Well, my scale, I would probably give this game a solid 9, just because.
Just a flat 9.
Just a flat 9. I don't really like this decimal crap. It's just for like fancy math people.
I like decimals.
But yeah, I would just give it a solid 9, and
Okay.
it definitely deserves it.
That's a good score. Fortunately, my score is much better. I'm gonna throw it out a 9.4.
Oh wow.
And this is
Dude,
coming from a
fancy
guy
math
who
people.
doesn't necessarily even like the multiplayer. I don't like third-person shooters, and I like the game. So that's saying a lot.
Alright, I like the game too. I just
It's
give it a 9.
definitely it's an improvement. They've still got some place to improve upon, but it's definitely worth every decimal point that I just gave it. All 94 tenths of a score.
Yeah, like honestly, the only thing I would hold back against the game, and which you said improve upon, would be the some of the stuff can be repetitive in the single player, like the on rail stuff. Some of the stuff just lasts too long, but yeah, and that's really nitpicking. But now to me, it was a solid 9.
Okay. And with that, we close our review of Gears of War Dos 2 for you English speakers. Maria. So I'm going to take you out with some music, and we're going to say peace up, A-Town down.